Well, on
Yeah.
that same line of devices, this is from Table Salt. Carney's Bill C2 permits police to add tracking software to your electronic devices covertly, and it can gag tech companies from disclosing the installation. Scope of warrant, Section 3. The warrant authorizes the peace officer, or public officer, or person acting under their direction to install, activate, use, maintain, monitor, and remove the tracking device, including covertly. The warrant also authorizes a person acting under the direction of the peace officer or public officer to obtain the tracking data that is authorized to be obtained under the warrant. Definition of a tracking device. In this section, a tracking device means a device, including a computer program, as defined in subsection 342.1-2, that may be used to obtain or record tracking data or to transmit it by means of telecommunication. Non-disclosure order. Whereas so what's this? Tech giant, you are not allowed to tell anyone, province of blah, 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 the name of, whereas I am satisfied by information on oath that there are reasonable grounds to believe that the disclosure of the existence or any contents or any of the portion or portions specified in the information of identify of the preservation demand made under section 487.012 of the criminal code, the information demand made under section 487.0121 of that act, or the order made under any of sections 487.013 to 487.018 of that act, as the case may be, during identify the period, would jeopardize the conduct of the investigation of the offense to which it relates. Therefore, you are prohibited from disclosing the existence or any of the contents or any of the following portion or portions of the demand or the order during a period of after the day on which this order is made. They can even make a request of foreign allow foreign tech giants. So this is subsection 4, or allow a justice or judge to authorize and warrant a peace officer or public officer to obtain tracking data or transmission data that relates to anything that is similar to a thing in relation to which data is authorized to be obtained under the warrant and that is unknown at the time the warrant is issued. 6, allow a justice or judge to authorize a peace officer or public officer to make a request to a foreign entity that provides telecommunication services to the public to produce transmission data or subscriber information that is in its possession or control. So that'd be like Starlink and stuff like that, I'm assuming.
So I was going to ask you about that. If you had if there's any deconstruction on this, like, is it as bad as everybody says on X right now, or is it just a bunch of fear mongering? And has it always been like that? But now they're like, people are like freaking out and highlighting new things. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of wonder if
it's just time to get rid of the phones almost, They're just getting worse and worse and more intrusive into the point where it's just the juice ain't worth the squeeze on the smartphone.
Yeah. Until you try not to use a smartphone, then you're like, oh.
Where's my phone?
So, but do you know what I mean though? Do you think it's really like all this new stuff? Do you think it's the fear mongering and
yeah, I do. I think it's all terrible. It's all heading in a real bad direction.
So you think it's real then?
Yeah, I think it's real. Yeah. I mean, I think it can also be played off as not being a big deal. You know what I mean? It's like one of those that can go either way. But if they want it to, or when they want it to, they can use the verbiage to fuck you in the ass.
I'm just surprised that it's not already in there, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's what I think it is. And this is just them covering their ass.
How so?
So they can legally use it. Because I think they've been collecting it all the whole time, but it's just kind of sketchy to bring it up in a court of law.
How much you want to bet the consultants are making these bills?
I'm sure they're behind this.
Right? I mean, right? Sure. They're writing all this stuff for them.
Here's my last piece of the day.